next year, 2022. Away from Nanyuki to the neighboring Meru County, and preparations for the Kiagu by-election in Meru County are in top gear, with the electoral body IEBC officials assuring of readiness to carry out the exercise. The exercise was initially slated for October 14th, but later postponed by the IEBC to December 16th, that is 2 days from now, Thursday, following a case by Chama Chakazi disputing the disqualification of its candidate. UDA and Jubilee parties are expected to face off in the mini poll, and Alan Ochanda is there for us. Good morning, Ochanda. How are the preparations looking like, especially from the IEBC side, and of course the residents of Kiagu? Are they planning to turn up in large numbers?
Well, George, we are chasing several stories, and so earlier on we talked about the by-election in Kiagu, but currently we are at the Meru National Polytechnic, and also is a story that we're keeping an eye on. And I remember that we had indicated earlier that yes, there will be officials from the Ministry of the State Department of TIVET under the Ministry of Education here. They'll be touring Meru National Polytechnic, and not the by-election that we talked earlier on. So we are keeping an eye on this story of the Meru National Polytechnic. Remember that the polytechnics have actually been tipped to be the next frontier, because you remember that in the past, actually students and of course the academia has really been concentrating on universities, and of course really forgetting the TIVET and of course the polytechnics. But we remember that Meru National Polytechnic is actually one of the key polytechnics, one of the key institutions in the country that's actually stood the test of time and really majored on the technical courses here. And so here in Meru, these are National Polytechnic actually boasts of more than 15,000 thereabout population of students here, really turning out into the job market from different fields here. But let's just speak here to the principal here, and of course the other officials from the minister, and of course from the other stakeholders actually speaking to us later on. So, Bana Principal, we've seen here you actually been you're actually hosting here some officials from different departments, of course, from different ministries here. Maybe just give us what we expect later on in the day, and of course what their visit here really seeks to achieve.
Thank you so much. My name is Stephen Rokaria, the Chief Principal, Meru National Polytechnic. We are very happy this morning to have the Isuzu people with us. That is the team from the Isuzu, and they will introduce themselves. I have the council with me, and also the CEC in the county, and also these are the council members. The chair, she will introduce herself. Please allow her to introduce herself. Then I have the Ministry of Education, VTT, Department of Vocational Technical Training, with us, who are gracing us today. We are having a memorandum of understanding between the Meru National Polytechnic and the Isuzu East Africa. It is a training component that will allow us to advance in the technology. We are looking forward to having more scholarships from them, both for the student and for our trainers. So today marks a very exciting moment for us to have a memorandum of understanding between the Isuzu East Africa and the Meru National Polytechnic. Please allow me to have the introduction, and there will be individual introductions so that you hear who we have. Please.
Maybe we shall just actually be speaking to the representatives. Because of time, we may not really give everyone time to speak. Maybe the representative here, you can just move here, madam, and just tell us your name and of course what your visit here really seeks to achieve here in Meru National Polytechnic.
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Cecilia Ngetich, the chair of the Council Meru National Polytechnic. And as the Chief Principal has said today, we are very pleased as the Meru National Polytechnic to host the Isuzu East Africa, the MD, the chair, and the team for signing of memorandum of understanding between the two institutions for them to support the training of automotive engineering courses, and among other things like scholarships, both for students and also for the trainers. And also they are going to assist us in setting up workshops such that when a student comes here for training, they are fully trained, fully skilled, that they'll be able to go out and be able to start up their businesses of vehicle repairing. And we even look forward that into the future. As I remember at one time there was an initiative to manufacture vehicles even in Kenya. This will culminate into a situation into the future where some of the vehicles under the Isuzu guidance will be manufactured here. And we are very pleased to sign that memorandum of understanding witnessed by the Ministry of Education. And I want to take this opportunity to sincerely thank the Isuzu East Africa for choosing Meru National Polytechnic as its partner. Thank you.
Nice. Maybe we shall be speaking to the representative from Isuzu East Africa. Of course, these are National Polytechnic, and we expect that maybe in the future they actually be your potential employees. But of course, their needs. You remember that you are in the industry. Maybe the signing of the MOU, what does it seek to achieve now that you're actually coming to such a serious institution of vocational training?
My name is Rita Kavashe. I am the Managing Director of Isuzu East Africa. And this mountain area is very rich. We are the dominant supplier of vehicles for this rich region. We supply vehicles to the tea sector, school transportation, and in the course of our work, we identified a gap in terms of technical capacity and technical training. We visited very many garages in trying to identify how our customers in this region being served. And we saw an opportunity to advance and improve the skills of our technicians to be able really to take care of the products. And that's how we came into partnership with the Meru National Technical Institution to be able to develop the capacity. So today we are signing an MOU in the area of automotive. As you can see, the institution has got very, very many segments, but we are very interested in the automotive side of it, the mechanical department, so that we can be able to bring industry experience together with academia, so that the individual, the mechanic that will be produced out of this institution will be fit for purpose mechanic, who is very well trained, very well equipped in terms of execution of their job. So we hope this is the first one in many more to come.
Well, George, because of time, maybe just reserve 1 minute for the official from the Ministry of Education. Of course, is one of the key persons here. Maybe we could just move here. We've seen this actually falls under your department. And of course, it's not just confining it to the Meru National Polytechnic. Have you also now gone around and also visited some of these technical training institutes to also ensure that it's actually meeting the needs of the students before they actually turn out to the job market?
Okay, thanks so much. My name is Joseph Gel, Deputy Director of Technical Education. Currently, I'm representing the PS who was supposed to be here, but due to exigencies of duty, she could not make it. And let us say, as a ministry, we have really done a lot, because ours basically is to do the policies that are going to see such partnerships taking root and flourishing. And I can say that the kind of policies we have put in place, we have realized the benefits. Because if I can give a bit of statistics, in the year 2013, we only had about 41 institutions of such a nature like this one. By the way, they were smaller than this. Currently, we have more than 200. By then, that is 2013, we had a student enrollment of about 55,000. Right now, we have a student enrollment of about 300,000 in the entire country. And more to that, is not only the numbers. We do not pride ourselves in the numbers, but we pride ourselves in the quality of the people who are going to come out here, because initially the industry were complaining that we are giving them half-baked graduates from these institutions. But now we have put in place what we call the TIVET, that is curriculum-based education and training system. And the curriculum-based education and training systems whereby we are going to be having training in the classroom and training in the industry. And that is why we are encouraging such a partnership like this one of Isuzu and Meru National Polytechnic, because it's only that, it's not that students will just be given theory, but they'll be given a lot of practical inside here. They also be given a lot of practical in the industry. And what we want to realize is such MOUs and such partnerships is what we call the dual training. Dual training, whereby training takes place in the class, it also takes part in the industry. And that way, we are coming close to the industry, so that instead of now industry will be complaining all the time about half-baked, we will be training these people together with them. So we are crossing that chasm, and we are going to realize greater strides in development of this country. Thank you.
Well, George, looking at the visit here is quite significant here, really saying that it really aims at imparting knowledge and skills, of course, in tandem to the market needs. And remember that he's saying that the statistics are painting really quite an encouraging picture here, because saying that in 2014, between 2014 and today, that's actually 2021, we've seen an improvement in the enrollment in the vocational training institute, of course, including such a national polytechnic like Meru here. And so with such automobile industries here really going to those TIVET institutions, actually just ensuring that they are just fine-tuning those who are actually being trained to be churned out to the job market, so that they actually be just fully baked and not as half-baked as it was mentioned earlier here. So George, it's a story we're still keeping an eye here to just bring our viewers to speed with the happenings here at the Meru National Polytechnic.
Alan Ochenda, many thanks for that report. MCAs from Kisumu, Siaya, Migori, Homa Bay and Kisii are meeting in Kisumu City to take stock of their progress in advancing the reproductive health of their respective counties, as well as celebrate achievements made ahead of the 2022 general election. Kevin Ogutu, our reporter, is there. Good morning, Kevin. Good to speak to you. What are the expectations from this meeting today? We shall be linking up with our reporter Kevin Ogutu a little bit later on, but now we want to take a short commercial break. When we come back, this and much more still lying ahead for you right here on News Center. Do stay with us.